The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a give to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And this one is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Like 20. Hey, lift.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll try the air now with Goff. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going deep for Eifert. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Caught Eifert over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
After the run, Goff going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, lift.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he's got room. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 76!
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he stopped immediately there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. Spinning away. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Scarborough, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Jordan Evans. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Back now in Cincinnati. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right, and he fires one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, lift.
On second down, here's Goff. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. It got his man complete. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, 76. 76.
Here's Goff now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.